Kura and Sashikal Sayan. My name is Mandeep Singh Bela and I'm the coordinator of Union Network of Migrants and Indian Workers Association in New Zealand. Today I'm going to share this very important information with you all, and I request everyone watching this video to share not only in New Zealand but all around the world, because this situation is relevant to all temporary visa holders and international students around the world. We all know what COVID-19 situation has done to the economy of the world. There have been mass job losses around the world, in developed countries and in developing countries. Now, there will be people in the developing countries like India, China, Philippines, who will be looking to move overseas for a better future. And at the same time, there are countries, developed countries like Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand, where they will be looking to rebuild the economy through bringing international students to their country to bring cash injection to the economy. For example, international education sector is considered to be billions of dollars of industry in New Zealand, and it is even higher amount for other countries. International students pay tens of thousands of dollars each when they take the study, and they also pay money for their expenses. So that helps in rebuilding the economy. But problem is, the prospects to settle down permanently will be extremely difficult. The governments of these developed countries will have a huge pressure and expectation to give jobs to its own citizens and residents. That means there will be stricter laws put in place to ensure that the businesses, immigration work together to ensure citizens get first preference to get jobs before migrant workers. And some might argue that there will still be areas where migrant workers can fill the gaps and the skills which citizens can't. While that is true, but there will be huge expectation from businesses and migrants to ensure they train local peoples to fill those skills going forward permanently. So which means the permanent future for migrants is not that bright. And through this video, I want to give out a message to all the people in the developing countries like India, China, Philippines, and other countries for the matter, to please choose carefully if you wish to migrate, and do your own research and choose your options very carefully, because the governments of these developed countries, after your completion of your study or temporary visa, they will come out and say that we never promised you permanent residency and you were here to study and that's the end of it. So please choose your options very carefully. We do not want to see this trend where people are used as commodity, migrants are used as commodity and only to rebuild the economy and then not being looked after. We termed this practice as education trafficking. We have advocated for many international students over the years. We've seen how offshore education agents who are not required to be licensed, how they mislead young people who are looking to migrate for a better future. We have seen those people who migrated for a better future by taking loans and debts from in their home country, how they were exploited by greedy employers. We have also seen how many dodgy private tertiary education providers were shut down in the middle of their study. There were a lot of dodgy practices going on, and this is not only in New Zealand, I'm saying, and this trend we have seen all around the world. Unfortunately, this trend is gonna be repeating itself, but even at a bigger scale. So it is all of our responsibility, those who are watching this video, to ensure that we send out a message to everyone who's considering to choose this as an option, that they make an informed decision, they look at all the options, they do their own research. I'm not expecting everyone to agree with this message, but if you have gone through that struggle, if you agree, and if you think that it is important to educate and make awareness to those who might benefit from this, please do share it with others all around the world, whether it's in Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, India, China, Philippines, anywhere, so that people are not again misinformed, and they again don't fall through the cracks, and they don't are they are not exploited by many greedy employers and greedy businesses. We want to ensure that they are treated as human beings. We want to ensure that they make their choice carefully. So I request you all to help me in spreading this message. Now, lastly, I also want to say that it does not mean that those who are already in developed countries like Australia, New Zealand, and different countries, they will not have any visa options, because they are stuck there. There are chances that they might get relaxation of their visa. They might work from one employer to different employer, or fill their skill gaps while the borders are closed in the home countries. But this message is particularly for those who are looking at study as their other option again, or who are in the home countries like India, China, developing countries like India, China, and Philippines, or any other country for that matter, who are looking at considering moving overseas for a better future permanently. There's nothing wrong in considering that option, because everyone is entitled to make that decision, to consider those options. But it is also important that you have the full information in front of you. You do your own research, that you also see the facts quite clearly before making that decision. I thank everyone who's watching this video, and I really appreciate if you share this with others who might benefit from this. Thank you very much.